the rep and warranty oftentimes gets broken down into two different sort of categories. You're going to have what's called fundamental reps and warranties, such as the seller owns the business and has the right to sell it. There's not going to be some third party that shows up and says, actually, I own the business and they didn't have the right to sell it.
Mhm.
And something like paying taxes of the corporate entity. So those are two examples of a long term where basically that promise stays forever. Usually it's described as the applicable statute of limitations under the law, maybe plus
Mhm.
90 days, so that the buyer is never going to be out of pocket for that kind of a problem. And then you have the other reps that are more like talking about the performance of the business, for example, the income we made the last 3 years is what I said it is. Or the question about the employment liabilities or employment lawsuits, things like that, regulatory investigations. All of those are sort of backward-looking historical, statements, and typically they would have an expiration date, and that expiration date is usually 12 to 24 months. This can be negotiated, but the idea is once you're beyond that window of time, if a claim pops up that shows that that rep and warranty was wrong, it's too late. The buyer just has to take the financial hit and move on. And so the idea there is to give the seller on most of these reps and warranties, but not the fundamental ones, closure, where they can stop looking over their shoulder and eventually go ahead and
They
spend
know
all the
that
money.
they're finally safe and out of this.